Okay, good. Good. All right, so the world has not ended. We all know this. Everything's fine. Jeremy's got a boatload of more cases, and we're just going to kind of go through them this morning. And hopefully, let me text Marion real quick and see if she is on, see if she wants to call in. Or if she just wants to join in the chat. Do you want me to? Let's help her out. Let's see what we can raise today. I would really appreciate it. Love you guys. So this one is the biggie, right? Failure to report change in all these vehicles, which we know he did. Jennifer in her video, she had mentioned that, oh, I made it, and I'm not that creative. I couldn't just doctor all this stuff up. It's ridiculous. Of course she could. A 5-year-old could. So, she's pretty clever. Let's say that. We all know that she's a clever person. So, jury trial is set. Let's see what the correspondence here says. Probably Jen throwing him under the bus. All right. Come on now. All right. This is Ben Carson, K2. All right. Write and formally file a complaint regarding the Jeremy DeWitt case, specifically addressing a relationship between Mr. DeWitt's attorney and the presiding judge. I have serious concerns about a potential conflict of interest and unethical conduct that could compromise the fairness and integrity of the judicial process. According to Florida law, it's imperative that judges avoid any appearance of impropriety and maintain impartiality and the relationship to Mr. DeWitt's attorney and judge presents several significant problems. 1, conflict of interest. If the attorney and the judges have personal friendship, this relationship could unduly influence the judge's decision, consciously or unconsciously, in favor of the attorney's client. This undermines the principle of impartiality. 2, bias. There's a risk that the judge might exhibit favoritism towards the attorney, thereby compromising the fairness of the trial. This perception alone can damage public confidence in the judicial system. 3, ethical violations. According to the Florida Rules of Professional Conduct, lawyers must avoid actions that may reflect adversely on their ability to practice law, including relationships that could impair their professional judgment. The relationship in question may violate these standards. 4, transparency. The public has a right to expect transparency in judicial proceedings. Any undisclosed personal relationships between the attorney and the judge could be seen as a breach of this principle. Okay. These concerns, if not addressed, threaten the integrity of the judicial system and the fair administration of justice. I will be reporting the serious matter to the appropriate judicial oversight bodies, including the Florida Justice Qualifications Commission, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Thank you for your attention on this critical issue, and thank you for sending it. Okay, let's see. Bear with me one moment. Okay, let's see. Where's my little mousey guy? There we go. All right. So we got another correspondence here. Let's see what this one says. Okay. Now, to whom let's see who it's from first. Dado Mac. To whom it may concern, how can a man like Jeremy DeWitt and his lawyer Amir Ladan abuse the judicial system so blatantly? Is it because of Ladan's former relationship as law partners with the presiding judge? It's not a good look, especially when Jeremy keeps committing and recommitting crimes while awaiting trial. It's time to make us believe the court is actually impartial. Sincerely, W.D. Howe. Wow. I love that people are actually going in there and like flooding their comments with this stuff. Okay, let's see what the comments are saying. Uh, yeah, everyone take a minute, smash that like button. Please like the video, guys. It's for free. It was never brought up that they doctored anything. The state moved to have the entire thread of conversation shown, not just screenshots of very specific wording. Let's see. I don't know where that part came from. I did not put that in there. Republicans. No, sorry. I don't know where it came from. Okay, I don't know what that was talking about. Sorry, Marion. But I would say that he got off and they found out about coaching after the fact that they would hesitate to charge him. But they caught him in the act and nipped it in the butt. Hey, buddy. Sorry I'm late. What up, everyone? Good to see you, Militia 3333. We need Jeremy to be free for entertainment purposes. That is so true. All right. Yeah, we just started a couple minutes ago, just getting started. So, reminder, we're doing a GoFundMe for our special friend Marion, who goes to all of these hearings for us. She is truly amazing. So, if we want her to keep going, we need to help her. She had to replace an alternator. So, let's pay for that for her. All right, guys, let's make it happen. The insurance can the insurance scam will get Jeremy for sure. Wesley Barton. I think you're right, Wesley. I think you're absolutely right. Let's see. Yeah, I know. Marion says, "No, please. I drive those roads, and so does my daughter." LOL. Seriously, I mean, he is so unsafe. The dude is just nuts. Let's see. What is this one? Court minutes. This was on the 26th. Let's see what this one says. Okay. Vacation, John. Okay. Done and ordered. Jail. Filed in open court. Defendant's signature just says jail. Perfect. Felony court order. So apparently, Jeremy, when he was calling Jennifer the night before, he was using fake names like United States of America and I don't know, Gypsy Tears or whatever. Who knows? We can send him to the Ukraine. Lots of funeral escorts. Lots of funeral escorts there. Yeah, definitely. He's really not in jail. He's actually running special ops in the Ukraine, and he's currently a freedom fighter in Palestine. That we know for sure. Okay. So let's see. We did that one, and I believe this is the one that he was able to wiggle his way out of. So let's look at this one, see what this one says. The good thing about having Marion there, she lives directly between the two of them, right? The courthouses, Orange County and Osceola. I saw both. Orange County's kind of a pain in the butt if I saw the right one where it's located. Or the nice gentleman, I don't want to say his name, but the retired OCSO officer, Orange County, took me around all these places, and I believe he showed that to me. He showed me where the jail is. He showed me everything. He showed me Blue Jacket Park, which is right. He actually showed me where Jeremy used to live, his old house. So that little tiny one where the video, I don't know if it was, I think it was Fraudie that just put it up, where he walks in, sets his keys down, and he's recording himself, and he's talking about how Michael Breen, conspired with, or I don't know about conspired, but Michael Breen contacted John Mina, and all this is alleged, right? Because we know he's sue happy, but he contacted. This is what Jeremy says. Don't know if it actually happened because, come on, it's Jeremy here. He contacted John Mina. John Mina said, "Wow, this is ridiculous." Put his guys on it, and that's how he got Vidler fired and so forth. Well, so I drove past that house with the retired OCSO officer, and wow, it's a tiny little thing, just like it looks like in the video. I mean, it is tiny. So his new house is quite an upgrade, quite an upgrade. So yeah, get me a lieutenant. Let's see. All right, so here's the verdict document file. Let's see what this document file is. Hopefully it says witness tampering charges are being recommended. Please answer. The court is instructing you to please answer the question as asked. The court is further instructing you not to talk, not to talk about Mr. Dewitt's previous incarceration, jail, or prison, or previous violation. Your testimony is being limited to your supervision from September to November 2022 as it relates to email addresses and YouTube channels. Okay, so that was a court instruction to what's the name of his officer, probation officer? Woods? Is it Officer Woods? Sound about right? Yeah, it's let's see, De Colores Gomez. God, I can't even watch anymore. I'm completely disgusted. I called the prosecutor's office, got the runaround. I will continue on Monday. Good. Good, good, good. Miss Gomez. Call them and you tell them they need to file. They need to file witness tampering charges. How many times does Jeremy have to do this? How many times does he have to tamper with witnesses before he gets in trouble? It's absolutely ridiculous. Government flu says that wasn't even me, Sergeant. I didn't say Sergeant. I added Sergeant. Everybody, Miss Gomez says everybody, and I mean everybody, needs to call the prosecution's office and the media. How much is enough? Enough. All right. So this is the one he obviously got away with. But listen, there were only two very small charges, nothing crazy. I think these are probably the ones that no, these aren't the ones that she tried to stick him with. That Jennifer tried to stick him with, but yeah. So it is what it is. He's not gonna win them all, and the 9-year offer, I believe, was for all the cases, for all four, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So he beat that one. He's got this big one coming up on the 16th, right? And then let's click on this one, see what this one says. Okay. Arraignment set. Okay. Email correspondence. Let's see what this one says. Probably the same thing. Keith Karsten, I would assume. It's probably something to do with them being corrupt and. Come on. I love that it's the same people that keep emailing him. This might be the old one that we already read from Todd Lawson. But how is it Jeremy keeps getting released? He has proven time and again that he is a danger to society and refuses to comply with his offender registration rules. You keep letting him out. What will it take to keep him locked up? Does he have to harm another? You know what? Before you take it seriously, Carson's cozy relationship with Jeremy's attorney is on display here. And I'm adding the full display. And I must say, it's not a good look. When he does fend again, which he will, the court should be held fully accountable. What is going on here is absolute madness, which is true. All right. So this one does see the arraignment is going to be on the 17th. Eesh, long time from now. So this one is just the basic violation one, the one that I'm sure Jen got him hammered for. Okay, so that was that one, and then we're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna head over to Orange County, and then we'll introduce our lovely ladies. Yeah, get my badge, Rania. Get my badge. Let's see. Yeah, Jeremy's doing the Lord's work here, keeping people safe. You know. Failed to report changing vehicle. Okay, so yeah, this is the one she threw him under the bus. All right, let's see what the email correspondent said. Oh, hey, by the way, before I move forward on this part, see how to keep. Yeah, okay, it's the same email. Which you will. Yeah, same email. So before I move on, my lovely lady, Miss Marion, took the phone over to Amir and said, "Oh, here's Amir." And Amir said hi, asked where I was because remembered that we were together last time. And I talked to Amir and, just basically said, "Congratulations, good job. You're a great attorney," which listen, guys, I believe he is. I've gotten word that he actually is a good attorney. A lot of people don't like me saying that, but it is what it is, right? He's got his own long screwdriver with a orange handle. Shout out Militia 3333. He's got his own long screwdriver with a long handle, and he's actually a decent attorney. So, he's an extremely nice guy in person. Now, how he is in court is how he is in court. He's got to be that way to zealously represent his client. That's what they're there to do. I think what they say in Breaking Bad, you don't need a criminal attorney, you need a criminal attorney. so, so you got to do what you got to do. See, Christopher DeSantis says, Brenda, they will never know what we are talking about. Yeah, like we'll never be able to figure out their hints. They never know what they're talking about. I'm confused. We're all confused. Everybody's confused. Geez, talk to you. Yes, congratulations. You did say he would do a live with you, but can't speak of upcoming cases. The live ones, yeah. So essentially, sorry, I've got ADD like crazy. Essentially, what he ended up telling me was, look, after I get all this stuff buckled down and handled, right, all these cases done, we can do an interview. Okay, so if you guys want to see an interview with Amir Ladan, I will be happy to do it. I'd like to fly out to Florida to do it. I think that's probably the best way to get it done. Hopefully, I will have my monetization back. I find out in 4 days. I've got to go in, delete a bunch of content that they just don't like because it's not sensitive enough. So I get sensitive and delete some stuff. Let's see, Mark C. Oh, there's my man, Mark. Not sure why everyone hates Amir. He's just doing his job. Just because his client is a dirtbag does not make him a dirtbag. Sorry, the print small guys. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Mark, and that's what my source told me. My source told me the same thing. Like of course they all know each other. Of course they all, get along on some sort of level. Amir worked for that office. It's very incestuous, but at the end of the day, they've got a job to fight for their client, and they've got their job to fight for the state, right? So that's just it. It is what it is. It is what it is. It just handled differently everywhere. There's relationships everywhere, but they take an oath to be impartial. Now, is everybody that way? No, not at all. But, is what it is. Let's see. My court. Let's go to my orange clerk. All right. So we're going to search all. And then after we're done with this, after we look at this one real quick, we are going to call Marion. Now, while we're doing this, see, Josh, do you have a Discord or anything like that? I don't. I do not have a Discord. To be quite frank with you, I really don't know how to do those. But one more shout out before we keep moving. Thank you, Marion. Thank you, Wendy, for everything that you guys have done. I don't think you guys understand how much of this information you guys would not be getting if it were not for these two lovely ladies. So please help me take care of them. $5, $10, whatever. It all adds up. Okay. I'm not asking to make myself wealthy. I'm not a wealthy person, but I'm fine. I'm asking to help cover expenses for Marion in particular. She does a good job. She's retired, fighting cancer. Let's help her out and have a heart. Okay, so let's go to the next case. It's the only one open, right? Didn't have anything else open. Look at all those cases, man. 75 cases. Could you imagine that? What a scumbag. Okay. So don't forget, guys, he's also got forthcoming charges in Polk County. So that's what's coming on. All right, let's see what else. Militia 3333. If you could set one up for me, I would be grateful. A Discord. Email me, man. I'm in contact with a lot of you guys, so please email me. Let's get in contact. Let's see if we can get a Discord together and do that. And if you could help me out with that, I'd be extremely grateful. I trust you. You're always in the comments. You're always here supporting the channel. So if anybody knows how to do it, Discord, whatever, please help out. Yeah, and Scott Straw says Polk County don't mess around. It's a Sheriff Grady here, or Grady Judd, or whatever his name is. Boy, he does not mess around. He got kicked out of the playground for not playing. All right, so this to me is the biggie. This is the one that's going to get him. Now, keep in mind, a lot of these snot-nosed state's attorneys, they're just kids, man. They're young. Not that I'm old. I'm 40. I just turned 42 on the 10th. I'm not old. I'm not young. I'm kind of in between, but I'm a lot older than a lot of these guys, right? A lot. So, they're just not the most skilled attorneys. It's usually their first job out of law school, and they're just trying to cut their teeth and figure it out. They're usually overloaded on cases, and the ones that tend to take precedence are murders and stuff like that, right? So yeah, Polk County is not as busy as places like Orange, especially like Orange County, right? Not nearly as busy. Orange County is just super busy all the time. See, Polk is taking their sweet arse time. I think they're doing that on purpose. Been waiting over 2 years now. I'm thinking it will never come to fruition. I think it will, and here's why. I made a records request to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, and they basically came back and said, I can't give you any information. There's charges coming in that particular county. And I think they're waiting to see how the rest of these play out, because I really think that this time they're actually like throwing the kitchen sink at him to make sure that he goes to prison and stays away, because they know he's a menace to society. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they have been taking their sweet arse time, though. So, see, everybody knows Wendy. I only speak the truth. Yeah. Yes, you do only speak the truth. That is absolutely true. Can you just get me a coffee pack and make sure you put some money on my phone? Yes, Chris. Chris, get me a coffee pack, will you? Click that donation button and get me a coffee pack.